You're right.
Bravo!
You're right. But for me personally, I always wanted to get at least better than what I was before. Because cardio's not really my strong suit. But now with DDR, it is. Oh, yeah? What are you going to buy? I am, speaking of buying food, or lack of buying food, I've been like surviving off what I know how to cook and what I have available to me. It's expensive in Southern California. I'm not sure if you live in Southern California, but also the price of things is just going up. I follow stocks pretty often, and today they announced CPI data, which took the market way down, and then it rebounded way up. So I'm just like, let me make some money off of this. And I did. So if you can't tell by the title of the stream. But yeah, check out my YouTube, youtube.com/RoyalFlush. I'll post it in the chat if you have a moment. That's my YouTube. But yeah, always got to seek opportunity. Actually, like I've made it very specific to myself that I wanted to improve my ability to do options trading.
Showtime!
Thanks, DDR guy. I've made it very specific to motivate myself to, because I wanted to get more money to bring with me to Japan. But on top of that, I wanted to really get better at my options trading. So I've self-motivated myself. Honestly, isn't it weird when you have everything, you don't need to try as hard, but when you have nothing to lose but everything to gain. That's how I feel right now. I'm not saying that I've lost everything, but I did kind of overextend myself booking this trip. But we're getting a bonus check at Costco. I work at Costco. A little bit about myself. Paydays this week. You just got to make the most of what you have. Like, I know all the things I've learned how to cook have been through my past experiences. Some of the stuff I've learned how to cook, like from my dad. I learned how to make curry because of Persona 5. What else do I know how to cook? Pasta, eggs, sausage, rice, corned beef. So, it really does make a difference if you cook your meals than go out and buy stuff. I've only bought food out this week only once, actually. And that was to go to Popeyes yesterday so I can use some of the stuff with the food app. Is there any songs about food? Yeah. The hot dog will always stay $1.50. Our CEO will die on that hill. His name is Craig. You've probably seen him in the news.
Select music!
I don't think there are any food-related songs in Max 2. Everything's about love, stomping to the beat, and heart attacks. Or dropping bombs. I do like this good stuff. It's all about good food today, I guess.
Wow! Your steps are amazing!
Right? I think what makes DDR really unique, though, is that, like all things from the 90s, there and not to be all pony here, but a lot of things that came out of the 90s were really revolutionary because I'm kind of taking bits from a video I watched on Reddit from YouTube. But the reason why I think DDR and many things from the 90s are revolutionary is because they were willing to take risks that no one else did. A game where you dance for exercise and was mainly played in the arcades. Come on, man. It really defined its genre. Cause the only other, there's really two other series within the dancing, like the cardio dancing genre that still have a name or place in this day and age. It's DDR, Stepmania, and what else was it? In the Groove. And I guess, In the Groove? Did I say In the Groove? Pump it up. In the Groove gets a honorable mention. Those are not as around as often as, and yeah, people losing weight. I mean, because the '90s also brought about very unhealthy eating, but also a lot of health crazes. So DDR in a ways, you know what? Funny enough, I remember back in middle school, I used to like we were required to write down what we would do for homework, what it was, and I used to write down DDR, but I really wasn't doing it very much. I think I was doing more Taibo at the time, so at least I wrote those down. I still do Taibo. I still have some videos or some DVDs from Billy Blanks. I even met him once at one of the local gyms or whatever. He was there to demo. But DDR has always been a part of my life. But it kind of went away in the 2010s, and then I got into fighting games more seriously around that time. And I'm not saying fighting games are dying off, but it's in a quiet zone right now, only because Evo's over, and the newest fighting games aren't going to be out for a bit of a time. So now it's just like play whatever you like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dance Dance Revolution. Like I remember when I was a kid, my cousin and I used to play at the Riviera near the food court and play third mix. That's why I think third mix has like resonates with me the most because that was I mean because there were the second and first mix, those weren't as available in the United States. So third mix, or I think they even called one of the versions US, or was it US or California or something? Dance Dance Revolution US, I think USA was the one. I think that was fourth mix here. That was one that really popped off in the States. And I remember it was like in 1999. It was like early 2000. Funny enough about Riviera, Captain Jack performed one of his music videos there. It's the song called Together and Forever. Love that song. Oh, yeah, I used to. But, I mean, it just kind of shows how popular it was, you know? Because even now, like, DDR is still popular because of round one. You might not find it in your average arcade anymore, but at every round one I've been to, they have it. They always have DDR, is it 820? But I think the newest one right now is A3, because I know it has some songs from Spy X Family and some other stuff. But I like A20 a lot because it has a lot of the songs that I guess you and I grew up with. Because I don't play past anything from, what is it? Max, I think third mix. No. Is it third mix first? No. Dance Dance Revolution 3 versus second or third mix. Oh, yeah? Round. I know someone for Texas. I met her playing DDR at Evo. But yeah, DDR, very revolutionary, and not just because of the name.
Love again tonight.
Oh yeah, that is for sure.
Bravo!
Ramen's like my favorite dish, besides curry. I actually I went through all of my curry this week, and most of it went straight into my Shin Yun ramen. But no, Tokyo Hakata style ramen, that's the real deal. Hey, let me show you my bills. My converted currency. I gotta get more converted. All them bills. Japanese money is so crisp. It's like, well, here's some cool, interesting tidbits about it. The dollar denominations, not only are the bigger bills, like, well, worth more. Notice the difference in size. This is the equivalency to what used to be the $100 bill. And then here's the $50 bill. You could see the slight size difference. Kind of hard to tell right now. Cuts off right there. But you see this bill is physically larger in size. I know it does look like Monopoly money. Man, this is like the crisp stuff. Like, I would want to keep this money as like straight as possible. I got to get more converted. What else should you know about Japanese money? There's a lot of coins, and you should use it all. This is gonna be the impromptu Japanese money strat technique. You get a lot of coins in Japan, and there's plenty of vending machines to use your loose change on. Use them there. Or if you can't use them there, if you buy stuff in cash, which most likely you are, um, spend try to get as close like exact change whenever you buy stuff as possible. But if you can't, just hold on to your change in a coin pouch. I always recommend a little coin pouch. Um, Here, I'll show you my Gudetama one. I'll be right back. Coin pouches. Here's one I got when I was at Universal. Well, near Universal Studios Japan. There was a gift store. I guess the Tigers are a local baseball team. Notice the eggshell is a baseball jersey. Isn't that cute? Love Gudetama. And then here's one that my family got for me in Santorini. But yeah, coin pouches. Always use them because Japan is still a coin-based, or not coin-based society, a cash-based society. So you make sure you spend your coinage there as much as you can. But I need to get more dollary dues. So payday tomorrow, made some money in stonks. So I need to get more cash. You can see Gudetama right here. Gudetama right there. I got a Gudetama right here. This is a coaster. What else I got Gudetama around here? This is just all the Gudetamas. Oh yeah, I was too for a while. I played it for a bit. There were some cool things you could do with it, like VR Gudetama and wherever you were. I think unfortunately they're closing off the game soon. So the game was cool for a while, but it just became a game of like stopping the spinner on a specific part. I mean that was the last time I played the game. It had its charm, but I just hope Gudetama continues to be popular. Actually, there's going to be a Gudetama Netflix show on, Netflix. I think it's a movie. It's CG, but there's live action characters in there too, so I'm looking forward to it. I love me Gudetama. Oh yeah, there's another Gudetama right here on the back of my chair. Check this out. It's just there. It's hanging on for dear life. All the mystery Gudetamas in this room. This is my living room. I live in an apartment. That's the best one, isn't it? Yeah.